Hi, everyone. Now that the recording started, I'll just start over again. Hi to everyone who made it. First service announcement. The recording from last session, I looked at it, looks good. I will upload it as soon as I find the time for it. I think I'll just make like a shady YouTube channel that I will not share with anyone besides us. I think the chances that someone will identify us are very low, and no one is looking after our errors, and I will not link any one of you by name. Therefore, I think this is a reasonable approach. If someone does not like that, tell me. Okay, now as we get into it, Yashan, for you, last time we had the recording in German. If you have the feeling like you miss out on anything, tell me, and I will take a couple minutes and talk you through it, okay? Okay, great, cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just like I looked the slides which you shared, and it looks pretty basic, so I'll try to catch up with that.
Yeah, I thought it should be, especially as you have some sort of background. I think this would be very simple for you. In case any questions come up, still feel free to reach out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Then let us get into this week's session. Please tell me you see the screen. That's nice. Okay, great. I basically would like to get you to a point where, oh, wait, I disabled my webcam. There I am again. I'd like to get you to a point where you can actually now start to code. I think we have all the basic setup done. If anything comes up again, tell me. And now we should actually write code. For this, and as a slight form of recap from what we did last session, I would like all of you to do the following. Navigate, so open up your console. You know which console you have, either if you have on macOS or if you are on WSL. Open up the correct console, navigate to your code folder. In that code folder, create a subfolder for this project, name it whatever you want. Navigate into it, then make a file in there. And give me some form of feedback as soon as you are done with this. I will give you 3 minutes for this. 5 minutes, maybe. Let's see.
Do I create this file via this console, a script?
Yeah, best case scenario, you can now, if you listen to me last session, you can make it via console.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1 more minute, then I will do it together with you. Give me some feedback. Is someone finished? Are you all finished? I don't know. Cannot really tell.
I forgot one thing. If I create a file, I type in touch and then just the name of the file, or is there any sign in between? That's the
just
thing
a space
I forgot.
in between them.
Just a space in between. Okay, then I think I got it.
Perfect. Anyone else? Are you singing, Mark? Which is a valid strategy for coding. Not wanting to disrespect you there. Okay, great. I think I will just guide you through it. Most people should either be done or be stuck at a certain point. I will also bring up my console. You all should be seeing my console. I will increase the font size a bit. Pia, what did you do?
I think maybe I did something wrong. Okay, I just typed in mkdir as a make directory.
Yeah.
And then I called it project 1.
Okay.
And then
where did you do that?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay.
The first command was ls. I think that should tell me where I am. I don't know if that was
Close
right.
it.
I think.
What does ls tell you? Anyone?
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else?
If you know, go ahead.
Or
me.
what is inside the place I am right now?
Exactly.
Maybe. Okay, then
Yes.
yeah.
ls
then
will tell
I
you
wasn't
what
in
is
the
there.
right folder.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just.
How do you find out where you are?
Yeah, that's I think I forgot that. But
Okay.
I was in the right. I wasn't in the code folder, but I was in the place where the code folder was. So ls
generally
told
speaking,
me code.
This is what I have to say. You are correct about mkdir, make directory. This is how you create a new folder. And then did you also navigate inside that folder? How did you do that?
Yeah, I think that's the part I got wrong.
Okay.
So maybe someone else. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else
did
has
that right.
an approach that they would like to present? Daniel, just go ahead. No need to raise hand, just talk.
So
But you're cutting out. Only for me or for anyone else?
For me as well.
Okay.
Oh, maybe now it's better. Maybe.
Yeah, a bit. If you, I don't know what the distance to your microphone is, but it has been better. Yes.
Yeah, I think my microphone was a bit covered. So I typed in cd and then code because I want to navigate into the code folder. And then I did mkdir directory to create the folder, the subfolder.
Yeah.
And then I navigated into that subfolder again with mkdir, and then input folder, and then I did touch, and then
Okay. Yeah. From what I heard, if I heard it correctly, everything, you did the right thing.
Okay, great.
I didn't understand how I just acoustically how you get.
I will now
folder.
walk you through it, but I think this was the correct solution. So as I see right now, I am in the wrong place. I would first need to get to my code folder. I know on my machine, my code folder is based at a point that is close to my home directory. So I go cd, and then I go into my home code. This is my code folder. I now for this course I have a subfolder in my code folder because there's everything that is work related. Therefore, I will not show you that, but I will go into the subfolder. This is technically you can only navigate into your code folder, but just do cd and then wherever it is. Also, if you want to figure out where you are, Pia, this is pwd.
Okay. Yeah.
PW standing for print working directory. This is it will give you back one string that reads where from the absolute root of your computer where you are. Okay. So right now I navigated into that project folder. And in that project folder, I will create a subfolder as it was requested, which is mkdir, naming it wherever. It's like tests_project. And now I can go into that folder with cd tests project. And now I am in that folder. Don't get confused by all that stuff that is still on my machine here. This is just mainly stuff from my setup. In that folder, I will create a file. Oh, did I want to name it script.py, I think?
Yes, I think so too.
Script.py. Okay, and now, Pia, what did I tell you? How do I see what is in the folder?
It was ls.
ls returns me a string that reads script.py because I just
Yeah.
created a file named script.py.
Yeah.
Is that procedure clear for everyone? Because this is half of what we did last session.
For me,
Or
it's
is it
clear now again.
perfect? I'm happy to hear that. Anyone else having questions so far? Because I think this is one of the base console usages that anyone should be able to replicate.
Maybe me. Maybe
Sure,
me.
this is
Yeah.
why I'm here. Please go ahead and tell me what where you are confused.
I'm looking at my item, and now last week I took a picture, and now I wanted to try all the Befehle,
Commands, yeah.
but
Okay,
the
sure.
commands, yes.
It's interesting. I'm just
But
laughing because there's different strategies of people that have different approaches of learning these commands. I just talked to my wife, and she has a list that she writes down by hand, so she doesn't forget. And you take screenshots. It's whatever works. Most people, if you get into a job, will just look it up if you don't know it. Most time you just Google. I have like hundreds of Google tabs open all the time, looking for commands that I need. However, Mark, just if you're willing, share your screen, then we will walk through it together.
Okay. Der Host hat die Freigabe, Elisa, kannst
Oh, yeah, Elisa, if you wait to give him rights, so
Yeah.
he can actually share.
He can do it now.
Ja. Oops. Oh Gott. So viele Screens there, yes.
That's a very nice project. Okay, so please expand for me a bit your console, because to me it's still a bit small. If you can.
This one.
Oh.
This,
Just open up your item, please.
No, that's a picture. That's a picture, and that's
yes. Okay. You are on your desktop. Did you on your desktop already create that code folder as I told you last time?
You can see it.
Yeah,
here.
there's one. No need to open it up like that. We will now only do it with the console. Therefore, go back into your item. I just wanted to make sure that you actually have a code folder. Go back into your item, please. Okay. Please cd space code, because that will navigate cd change directory you into the code folder. cd space code. However you spell code, if you're capital or lowercase c. Okay, now you are, if you now where to type pwd, print working directory, it would tell you that you are now. Just do it. Good. Okay, now it will tell you that you are in that code folder and the route that you are from on your computer to the code folder. Perfect. Now you did already half the exercise. Now you successfully navigated into your code folder. Please leave the item there. No need to do anything else. I'll just walk you through it. Thanks for bringing up whatever I want of you to do. Now in the code folder, create a subfolder. How do you make a folder, Mark?
A good question.
Okay, anyone tell him?
Yeah, you make it with a make directory mkdir, and then you type the name. ASK dir.
What again? MKR?
No, D I.
I oder I?
Das deutsche I. IR. Space. First, also erst noch ein R hinter das I. An R behind the I, yes.
Yeah.
Space. Yes, space, and then the name of the folder you want.
However you want to name that folder, just call it test folder, whatever you want to name it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pierre. Yeah. MKDIR standing for make directory. This is if you were to spell it out. completely.
Cool.
So these letters actually make sense.
Good.
Our test
Okay.
folder, you cannot have a space in there. Right now you created more than one thing, but it's good to see it now. If you were to type now ls, ls lists everything you have in there. ls,
Yes.
enter, yeah,
Enter.
enter.
Hmm.
It will show you that you only created, so you created two folders. You created a folder called test and one folder called folder because you above
Okay.
typed mkdir test space folder. If you use spaces, that means that part of the command in the console is over. Therefore, right now you made two.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't matter, just for your information.
Okay.
Now, please navigate into test.
Mit P.
How do you
3D?
navigate into a folder? You did it before.
What?
No, one above. Change directory is cd code. CD change directory.
CD?
Yeah, space test. However you spelled it with a capital T. Enter.
Yes.
And now you're in the test folder.
And
Now you create a file. And the file you create with, do you know that? Did that stick with you? Sorry if everyone resisted the speed. I'd like to not leave anyone behind in that.
No, don't worry, it's
You mean
fine.
the name of this?
Okay. Creating a file you do with touch space and then the name of the file. So touch space script.py.
Well, what's touch?
Touch is what creates a new file. Any file. Touch is make something new here.
You mean the word? The word?
Yeah.
Or the key?
Touch, like to berühren. T-A-U-C-H. T-O-U-C-H.
So, okay, okay.
Yeah, space. And then the name of the file. So it's script.py.
Test also a new
Script.py.
file. So, what was the name for this? This one, you mean?
Script.py, exactly. Just type in script.py, please, Mark.
I will.
Script.py.
Enter.
Exactly. Enter. Perfect. ls again. If you now ls, enter, you will see that there is one new file is called script.py in your folder. Perfect. You can stop sharing. You completed the first part of the exercise. Now I say first part of the exercise because as soon as you stop sharing, which you could do now, there is a second part of it, which is open up that file with a text editor. Best case, you do it with Nano, what I taught you last session. And inside of that file, you enter in this one line in here that reads print parentheses and then a string in Anführungszeichen. What is Anführungszeichen in English?
Exclamation mark? Nee, das ist Ausrufezeichen.
Das ist Ausrufezeichen. God damn
Maybe
it.
it's hyphens.
Hyphens?
Hyphen?
I am not sure.
I think I heard of that term. And
Yes, I heard that term before as well. Yes.
let me see.
Quotation
all
marks.
See,
Quotation.
Oh, quotation marks. This is it. Thank you very much, Lisa.
Ah,
You see
quotation marks.
this course is also for me to learn stuff. Quotation marks. God damn it! How can I forget that? Please do the top two steps on your own and tell me if you are done with it. I will quickly disable my video to get a bite of my food. Okay, how are you all doing? Is that still doable? Or did you all already forget how to use Nano?
How do you escape Nano again?
Do you remember where
How
it
do
reads
you
on the
escape?
bottom Command and X at the same time?
Yes.
And then above there's a line of, do you want to save yes or no? Then you press W, press enter.
Yes.
And then it asks you how you want to name the file. Then you
Okay.
press enter again if you just want to replace it.
Okay.
Did you manage?
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
That's what I'm here for. Yashan, how's it going for you? Did you also manage?
Yeah, I'm done.
Perfect. Pia?
Yeah, I'm still in Nano, but I managed to do it.
Okay, great.
Just my connection is very fragile.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get it, but I'm managing it.
Okay, I have
It
faith.
works.
All of the others without camera, how are you all doing? Nicholas, Leon, Julia, NC. Julia, perfect.
I did it, but without Nano. Can you explain that, please?
Sure. In a second. Oh, I'll explain it now. So I prefer if I work in the console to stay in the console best I can, especially if we are learning the console. So I am in the folder with the script.py, and last week we looked at one editor for within the command line, which is called Nano. There's two typical editors, one of them being Nano, the other one being Vim. Vim is hard to learn, a bit hard to teach for the beginning. Therefore, I'll teach you Nano. I can just go Nano, not Nano, script py. So if I just Nano space and then the name of the file, it opens up that file for me in a text editor. And now I could just enter in the text. In that case, it was print parentheses in there. Something like that, I think. As soon as you have written your text inside of Nano, you just, on the bottom it reads Command and X to exit, and I'll do that, Command and X. It asks me if I want to save what I did. I press Y, and it asks me which name I want to give it. And as I just want to replace the old file with the new content, I just can press enter again, and it takes script.py. So right now I am confident that inside that file, there is the new line I wrote. I can control that if I does one of you remember how to read a file into command line?
I think it was with cat.
Cat, exactly.
Was it? Yeah.
Perfect. Cat script.py.
Was it?
I think Pia is frozen. With a slight delay, I think there was one correct answer. Cat does exactly that. It reads the content of the file to me into my command line. It returned to me print hello from the Python file. Now, interestingly enough, okay, no, whatever. I will just, this is how I were to do it. As soon as I did that, now this command, print parentheses hello from Python file, is actually a Python command. It's a Python function that if I call that file correctly from Python, it only should return to me this one line, because it should print that line. Therefore, I am now interested in executing that file just as a Python file, because right now I only edited the text in there, but I did not run it as a Python file. Imagine putting text somewhere from the outside into a PDF without opening it as a PDF, or into a PowerPoint presentation without actually using it as a PowerPoint presentation. Therefore, we are missing out on the functionality that Python offers us if we don't run it as a Python file. And in order to now have one of these files being run as a Python file, you can just target the file with the command in front of it. That is, I think for most of us, it would be Python 3. I just renamed my Python 3 to Python. Therefore, I will do that thing now. As you're next to that file, you can just, so if you need to be in the same folder because you need to tell them where the file is, I can now just go Python 3 script.py. And if I execute that correctly, it should only return to me the Python code in there. And the Python code in there is hello from the Python file. Does that work for you? Great. Thank you, Pierre, for the feedback. Love to see it. Yeah, working for people, I see more feedback. This is very good. This is very good. And that means as of right now, you could technically be done with the course. Now you know how to put stuff into a Python file and how to execute it. This basically concludes the course. Thank you very much for watching. No.
It is not working for me.
Okay, then please go ahead and share me your screen. I am.
You see it?
Yes. Okay, right now in your Ordner 1, could you give me an ls so I see what is in that?
Yes.
Oh, I already see the error. Just type in ls,
Trying
press
to.
enter.
I can't go into my. So, okay.
Okay. ls, press enter. Okay, what do you see in there? What is in that folder?
There are two documents, script and script.py.
Yeah. What is script? Just asking out loud. This is not.
I did not remember the name we had to give the file, so I just named it script.
Yep, makes sense. Forget about it. You can rm space script if you want, then you get rid of it. Yeah, now it's gone. If you ls again, you will see that it's no longer there. Okay, perfect. Now, if you were to run a Python script, this is a very good example right now because it tells us the first lesson of how to read error messages. Up there, you typed Python 3 script.py, and it returned to you Python 3 can't open file, and then it said no such file or directory. And it honestly tells you that it cannot find a file that is named script.py. Do you see why?
Yeah, I see it. I named it with an K.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
okay.
This actually, the terminal tries to help you. It's like, what the fuck? There is no script.py because they spelled it differently. Now try it again. Python 3 script with a K, the German script.
It's funny. I did the exact same thing. I also, yeah, exactly.
What years of law study do to you?
Yeah, he cannot write an English word.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Perfect. It's running. Good stuff sharing. Okay. Should I continue?
Maybe you can look at my.
Of course.
I can share my screen again. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Just share your screen. Happy to walk you through it.
So.
Whoa! Do I see VS Code there? Close that VS Code immediately. We will not work from VS Code for now.
Oh, okay. Not here. Okay. Just what the copy this.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So right now you are. Okay. Please at the same time press Command and D, as I told you last time, to enter out of the process that you're in. Command and D.
Command.
Sorry. Steuerung D. Oh. No. Okay. On
What's
the
that?
top left, there's an X. You want to close the additional window you just created on the right. Yeah. Get rid of that. Okay. Now in there, at the same time, Steuerung D.
Steuerung und D. Es war Control, also Command, oder? Das ist Command, glaub ich.
Control. Control?
Das ist nicht, nein. Also Control. Dann muss Command sein.
So, no, it should not be, like I said, it will not be command. Trust me. What did we need to do? Okay, first for understanding, Mark just had a line, print hello from Python file. He pasted that into his console. His console did not understand print in that way. Therefore, it opened up some different process that we do not want to do for now. Therefore, we need to exit out of a process. And exiting out from a process works if you at the same time press Control and D. That kills the process. So Mark, if you were to find your Control key and press it together with D, it should enter that, exit that.
Command and D.
No. Control and D. Trust me, my friend. I've done that in the past.
I do. So that's
okay, just press Enter, please. Okay, press Command, Control and D.
Control.
Damn it, I'm so confused. It should kill that process. How is that not working?
And
maybe it's called different on a Mac?
No. I work half of my time on the Mac as well.
Okay.
It should not be like that. I have to cut that from the recording. It's embarrassing if I do something stupid now.
Doesn't work.
Okay, Mark,
Command.
please type in exit. Just the word exit, press enter. Let's see what it tells us there.
This.
Yeah, enter. Okay, it doesn't work. How did you get there if Control D doesn't get you out? I'm just right now opening up my MacBook to recreate that issue and then seeing if Control D gets me out. What did you do? You printed something. I have never done that in a terminal. Okay. He doesn't even let me do that. However, you managed to do that. Z shell automatically tells me that unknown file attribute, whatever. Okay. Please close the terminal for now, Mark. Command Q. Close your item. Command Q. We will navigate there again. Go to item. I just cannot lose like 15 minutes just doing that. Okay, please do the following. And this is maybe an interesting lesson for all of you. Now, you have your code folder on the desktop, correctly?
Me.
You. Yes. No,
yes.
don't, no open. Just needed to know. Okay,
just
go back into your item. Please type the following. D/C//
setzt
German keyboard, I think it's Shift-7 on German keyboard. Oh, no space. No space. No space. D/C// T. I think you called your ordinate test, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and now do the following. Press tab. Let's see if that works. It should. Tab. Yeah, allow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Give him all the rights. Perfect. What happened right now? Your terminal has an autocomplete function. So if the only thing that makes sense where you could navigate is desktop code and tests, it will autocomplete to that as soon as you press tab. Therefore, I wanted you to, and everyone to see it. If you go d/c/t, and there's only one route that would make sense to go, that auto-completes to that. This can drastically speed up your process. Press enter. Okay, you are now in the test folder.
Yes.
Please give me an ls, so I see what is in the test folder. Script.py. Now type nano space script.py. No.
That's good.
No.
No.
No, please, yeah, delete that. Do nano script sc. You can even halfway through script.py just press tab again because autocomplete will complete to script.py. Okay, press enter. Now you're in the text editor. In the text editor, please paste in the text. Now you can.
What paste? That's okay.
Exactly. Now please press Control and X at the same time. Control X. Okay. Press Y because you want to keep that changes. And press enter because you want to have it have the same name.
Enter.
Enter. Just enter. And now give me a cat like the cat space script.py. You can even just do sc and then press tab because it auto completes the script.py. Okay, press enter as soon as you're done. And now you see you have a file that in it has a weird symbol in front of print, and then it has print from Python file. So please delete the 0 you have in front of your line.
Delete.
And now nano script py again and remove that weird character that you have in front of your print line because you have something weird in there. There's there should be, it's very small for me. Let me quickly expand it. Okay, Control X. Okay, and now if you were to press Python, do the following, please. Python 3 space.
3 space.
Script.py. You misspelled it. Yeah, like with Eileen right now, it will tell you that it did not find it because you misspelled it, the script.
I have to rewrite it.
Please don't copy it because there's a spelling mistake in there. Just
I can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. See, great success.
Perfect.
You made it. Okay, it's working. You can stop sharing. You did it. Good job, my man. Okay. Everyone else at the same spot? Everyone else working? Nice. Would love to see it. Okay. Now I also feel like we did that exercise quite a bit. Let me see. Oh, the class is almost over. Then I will try to speed up because there's something important that I wanted to go over with you today, and I will definitely. I need that time. Next session. Now the issue is if you fuck up in the process. Let me go back to my notes. There will be points in time, and Clement said that quite nicely last session. That if you do something stupid in console, you can actually just wreck your system or wreck your code folder. So there's always that lingering fear that you can break something in the process of writing code. Therefore, smart people did invent a software that I need to teach you in the beginning, because without understanding of that software, it can actually just ruin our project. But this software enables us to not wreck the project, where you can actually just go ahead and delete stuff however you see fit, and it doesn't even matter. This software is called Git. Git is what is called a versioning software. meaning there are certain points in time where you can, gamers would call it quick save. You just think, right now I am in a good state, my code is in a good state. I would like to be able to jump back to that one point in time and continue working from there. Or if you're about to do something very risky, delete stuff. This is a good time to work with Git to perform a quick save. Because you can, at any point, at any data point, just jump back to that point where you made that quick save. Pretty cool. These quick saves in Git would be called commits. Commit, you can imagine Git as like a history book that you always have open in on your site. And if you feel like the time is right, you just make an entry into that history book. And if you at any later point want to see how everything was back then, you just turn the page back to where you have been. But also if you make a later entry into that history book, like a later commit, you could also just jump forward to that point in time. This is a very powerful, very handy feature for pretty much every code project over the world. Also, me and my team in Token Lovers, we also use that quite a bit. Because Git not only allows for that, but also allows for very good collaboration on what you're doing. I will teach you that collaboration part of Git in the next week, I think. But for now, we just have that Git thing that only lives on your computer. So you can use Git all on your own. Even if I were to code stuff solo, I would also use Git. But Git also allows multiple people to write on one history book together. This comes with a couple of very interesting tasks that you all will learn next week. Like we have to agree on which story is the correct story. But if you are on your own, you can just decide how your story should look like, how your Git looks like. For this, it's pretty simple. If you are in a project yourself, at the very beginning, I will actually do that on the side. You just, in an empty folder, or wherever you want to start, you can also just have stuff in that folder already. You just type git init. And git init, if you were to do it, I will actually bring it up. Will tell me that I now initialized an empty Git repository in this folder that I am in. In case there was no master in there before, if you didn't read that word before, I think afterwards you would read it, because master implies that you are on the main story of your Git journey, which is called master. So as soon as you type in git init, it will tell us it created an empty Git repository inside there. At the very first time, it might also ask you for your credentials, how you want to be named in Git. If so, just enter in these credentials. And if you were to look now into that project, the ls would not give me anything, but there's a way to, this is like an extended version of ls, minus a, minus l, minus t. It gives us more information. It will show us that inside of that folder, there's a .git. Dot implies in front of a file or a folder that it's a hidden file or folder, that you would not see it otherwise. But there's a hidden folder called Git inside my project. And this hidden Git folder has all of that code functionality that Git needs to get started. This is basically the hidden history book of code that is inside my project now.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Who put that folder there? Why is it there? I didn't get that at the beginning.
The folder is made as soon as I type git init.
Okay. Okay.
I tell him to. Yeah, this is now, it just does not miraculously appear out of nowhere,
okay,
but only
so
if I tell him to git
there.
init.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
got it.
Initialize, git initialize, make Git in there.
Okay.
Okay, now we have this weird Git folder, and we also should now see the word master somewhere. This implies we are now tracking what we are doing. Or basically, we have the tracking functionality enabled Back to the slides. What did I want to do? Okay, as soon as we have this tracking functionality of Git enabled, we can at any point check how we are doing Git-wise. If anything has changed, if anything would be even worth saving or not. For this, we can at any point, as soon as we are in a Git project, type in Git status, which I will do now. If I wait to type Git status, it will tell me everything that I need to know. I am now on branch master. What a branch is, I will teach you next unit. But master you should recognize, because master is also what it reads up there. This is like the main story. No commits yet, meaning I have not made any history book entries. And then it reads, and this is the another relevant part, untracked files. Untracked files meaning files that I could track in my history book and make commits out of. Commits being these quick saves of what is going on. It also already tells me what I should do in case I want to go ahead and put them into, they call it a staging area, stuff that you can commit, stuff that you could quick save. It is just git add. This would also be in my next slide. You can just git add and then the name of the file. In that case, tells me the name of the file is script.py. Doesn't complain, meaning it took it. If I type git status again, you see something has changed in git status because right now it tells me that the color has changed from script.py in red to script.py in green, meaning it is tracked right now. Meaning right now I could make a quick save of that file. You can also, this is something you will encounter a lot if you're lazy, like I am a lot in my code time. Type in git add space and a dot. Who of you still remembers what just a dot means?
That it's a hidden file.
This is a correct answer, but this is only a correct answer if the dot is in front of a file. So if I were to do .git, it would add the hidden folder .git. But what does just a dot mean?
Did it mean to go back to your home folder? No, that was the tilde
Nope,
sign.
that was the tilde, exactly. But it was one of the very special characters. This is correct. At least
okay.
the overall direction is correct. Okay, the dot means here, where I am right now. I could also do like ls. ls automatically does dot, but if I were to type ls dot, it would give me everything that is here. And I can do git add and a dot, meaning git add. So take into track everything that is here. Git add dot means take everything that is there, that is here right now. This is something I do a lot in my work. I just do git add dot because I want to track anything, everything that I made. But if you want to where to do it right, you would do what I do. There's one file that is not tracked. I track that by adding it, git add script.py, and by then it tells me it is now actively looking at that file. And now I want to make one of these quick saves for my file. And to make one of these quick saves, you type the following. It's a bit bulky, but you will get used to it very quickly. These quick saves are made by, they are called commits. Therefore, you git commit space, and then you have a -m and then some text. You could also just type git commit, but then it will bring you again into Nano, and then you have to type it out by hand. Therefore, you can just save that step by typing -m and then some text. This text is how you want to, what information you want to give along with that quick save, with that commit of yours. It requires some piece of information. You can just call it update or whatever, but the better you describe what you're doing, the easier it will be for you for later to find where you would go back to, or like which entry of your history book you want to do. Therefore, it makes good sense to even type in longer sentences in here. You can type quite a bit of words in here. Just exactly describe what you're doing, which I will do together with you now. So as always, I first do a git status. Tells me it is still tracking the script.py, clearing the console. Now I will do git commit -m, and then committing the first py we built together. Like everything that is inside of these quotation marks, I remember the word, thank you very much, Elisa, will be my commit message. And then it tells me, look, it has now made that quick save, that commit. If I now do the git status again, just as a reminder, if you want to go to previous commands you typed into your terminal, just press the arrow keys up. Arrow up is the previous command. Arrow key down is the next command. So if you don't want to type out stuff forever, just use that. If I type git status again, it now tells me, look, there's no change since last time. You are good to go. Good to go, meaning right now I could break everything I want and still come back to that one quick save I made to that one commit, which is very handy. A lot of power.
I think I got an error.
Did someone say something?
Do you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, great. I think I got an error
Okay.
with commit.
Okay, sure. Show me your screen. Let us walk through it
Yes.
together. Okay. I need to expand your screen because it is very small for me. Okay, yeah, this is what I described in the beginning. If you run it for the first time, it will ask for you who you are. Therefore, for now, there's these two commands in your command line. That one is git config -- global username. Just copy it from above there, or if you type quick enough, whatever. User.email, and then inside quotation marks, you enter in whatever you can type your real email, you can type whatever. It's a local git, but I just give it my real credentials, but it's okay. Yeah, quotation marks and press enter. This is one thing, and the other one is the other one. The other command, git config global username, and then your name. Okay, now press go to that commit thing again. Exactly. Now you see it works.
Thanks.
Good job. Yep, this is what I said. If you run the first time, I could not recreate it because I already made that in the past couple times. But this should solve it. Very good.
Now just understand it. I added that that change to my history book, right?
Exactly. Now you have, as a gamer, you would have one quick save where you could jump back to.
Okay.
There's also a command for figuring out what you have done in the past. It's called git log. If you type git space log, it will give you what I have in here. What I have in here is, it tells me there's this commit and it has that hash value, like a signature. And I could jump back to this hash value if I wanted to. I will show you the command in a second. I will not do it.
For me, it says git log is not a git command.
LOG, log, like a logbook.
Oh, okay. I typed in LOG. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, and if you are stuck in there, which is kind of an issue, just press Q. Q means it quits out of that screen. Okay. Now, where were I? Okay. We all successfully now made our first commit, our first save, and this is very helpful. Oh, the git log that I talked about. Should have. Oh, I'm also not sharing my screen, which is suboptimal if I want to show you what I'm doing. Did I also not share how I did the git log? That was stupid of me. I should have shared my screen. Well, whatever. Mistakes happen all the time. Git log tells you everything that all your commit history you did. If you want to enter out of this git log thing, just press Q. Q for quit. And it should get you out of it again. But if you press git log, you see in there a hash value. This hash value is what you need if you, at a later point, want to revert back to where you were there. This is the identifier you would have. It's like the page number where you would want to go to. Now, speaking of going back, and this is the important thing that I will not do with you today. And also, this is it might be what could also be danger zone, but it's good if you hear it just to create systemic understanding. I will need to get rid of my webcam. You can always revert back to previous versions, previous commits you did. The soft one, I actually never used soft. I think it should get you back in a way where you don't lose that much code. The hard one is what you have been warned about if you have ever coded before. But how it actually resets your code back to your last commit. So it wipes everything clean again back to your last save. And you can also reset, and this is the interesting part, back to a hash value, the value that you see if you type git log. Meaning you can git reset back to that value you just saw inside git log to get back to a previous version of your code. This is basically why we do Git in the first place, if you were to do it on your own only. So you can, with that knowledge, just go ahead, do stuff in your code folder, like delete the script.py, and then revert it back with git reset. And this concludes everything that needs to be known for one person Git. Right now, you have all the power that you would want to have to start coding on your own. You cannot really fuck up anymore. I will, with this being said, next session teach you Git and GitHub for collaboration. I am more than happy that people enjoy that dank meme. Next time we will do Git and GitHub, so I will teach you the workflow of working together in a project, because we need that, and then we can fully start only doing Python, which is something that I'm very much looking out for. I think this is the right wording. You can say that. I'm sure. Okay. That being said, this is everything that I needed to say for today. Thank you very much for taking the time. Stick with me through one person Git. If there's any question, feel free to ask. Elisa, right now,